Hi guys, Steve here in Palm Springs. I just dropped my car off here at the Honda dealer in Cathedral City. It's just right on the border of Palm Springs and Cathedral City. It's going to be an hour or two before my car's ready, so I think I'm just going to take my walk around the neighborhood here. I'm just having my oil changed and getting almost a 40,000 mile service, checking all the filters, checking all the fluids. It's pretty outrageous. It's going to be about $500–600. The prices are just getting really just out of control. Someone recently asked me, I think from the UK, asking how much it costs to have our cars serviced here. I said, well, you know, it varies a lot depending on what you're having done, but they said it cost them about, I think about $100, maybe $200 to have their car serviced. And yeah, those days are long gone here in California for sure. I don't know if you could even have your oil change for that little here in California anymore. So while I'm here, I thought I'd tell you about what used to be at this location. It's a Honda dealer now, and actually an auto center with lots of different, there's a Toyota dealership, lots of different car dealers here. But not too long ago, this was something completely different. Where I'm standing right now was a drive-in theater. And where this road is right here, this road wasn't here. This was where the drive-in theater was. And I think the screen was probably right around here, right around this corner, maybe where the Acura dealer is there, or the Tesla dealer. This is at the corner of Highway 111 or East Palm Canyon or Palm Canyon Drive. And now this is Perez Road, but Perez Road wasn't here before. This was a movie theater. Back in the day when this was a movie theater, I must have passed by it on Highway 111 or Palm Canyon Drive hundreds of times over the decades that it was here. But for some reason, I don't even remember the theater. I'm not sure how I could have completely forgotten that there was a theater, a movie theater here, a drive-in theater here. I grew up going to drive-in theaters. I love drive-in theaters, but I never went to a drive-in theater here in the Palm Springs desert area, and I don't even remember this one. So thank you, Lone Wolf 4111, who left a comment recently saying, I used to live in the Sage and Sand trailer park on Highway 111 across the street from the Sun Aire Drive-In theater in Cathedral City. Well, it might have been called Sun Aire Drive-In theater at some point, but from all my research online, it was known as the Sun Aire Drive-In theaters. So maybe that's what it was called when Lone Wolf lived here across the street. Now across the street, there's no longer a mobile home park, unless it's the one behind the 7-Eleven, but that's not called Sage and Sand Trailer Park. Maybe the name changed, I don't know. Or if you look at the photo that I found online, it does look like there was maybe a mobile home park right across the street from the Honda dealership here, where now there's another car dealership, a couple of car dealerships. So all of that history is completely gone, bulldozed. Now the funny thing is, a day or so after Lone Wolf left his comment, or her comment, about the drive-in theater here, a video popped up on my YouTube feed from a creator called Discover This. And Discover This shared a mini documentary about how not only was this location once the Sun Aire Drive In theater, but in 1968, the very first Palm Springs Pop Music Festival was held right here at the Sun Aire Theater in Cathedral City. This was more than a year before Woodstock took place back in August of 1969 back in New York. And the headliner at this pop music festival was Eric Burdon and the Animals, Blue Cheer, and Sweetwater. Now, Eric Burdon lived here in the Palm Springs desert area for decades. I don't know if he still does. I just looked up recently to see if he was even still alive. I haven't heard about him much lately, and he's in his 80s. I think he was like around 82, 83 years old. Not sure if he still lives here in the Palm Springs desert area, but apparently over the decades, he owned 2 or 3 homes here and was a well-known Palm Springs area resident. So it doesn't surprise me that he played here at a music festival, but it does surprise me that I don't remember ever hearing about this music festival. So while I'm waiting for my car, I'm going to take a walk here down Perez Road. I don't know if there's going to be anything to see, but if so, I'll share it with you. So I was only, I guess in 1968, I was only, I think, around 14, 15 years old. So that kind of makes sense why I didn't hear about the pop music festival here. And I wasn't living here full time. My grandparents were, but we just came down on holidays and weekends and special occasions and birthdays. And we were here almost every weekend, but we weren't full-time residents. Another plane landing here at the Palm Springs Airport. You know, I always love watching planes take off and land. So I'm curious, do any of you remember the Sun Aire Drive In movie theater here in Cathedral City? Did any of you ever see a movie here? If someone asked me a couple weeks ago if we ever had any drive-in movie theaters here in Palm Springs or in the Palm Springs area, I would have said definitely not. I would have bet money that we didn't, and I would have been totally wrong, and I would have lost that money because not only did we have one, but we had two. We had one right in Palm Springs, right across the street from the Walmart where we shop every week, and we had this one here in Cathedral City, located right on the spot where I now take my Honda to be serviced. How crazy is that? I wish cities would, I don't know what the word is, care a little bit more about their history. It would be nice to have a plaque right there at the corner at the Honda dealer sharing the history of the drive-in theater. Doesn't seem like that would be difficult to do. And it would be nice to preserve that history, because otherwise history just gets completely erased because people get older, we forget. Like me, I mean, I love Palm Springs, love the history here, and I didn't even remember the two movie theaters that we had here in Palm Springs. And as the years go by, it totally gets forgotten. I wonder how much it costs to purchase those plaques and have them placed at historic sites like the Palm Springs Drive-In Theater or right here at the Honda dealer. So I'm on Perez Road here. I'm just taking my walk, waiting for my car to be serviced, and I've never walked on the street before. It's an industrial and commercial area, and look at this, showgirls, cocktails, and food. What does the sign say here? Showgirls, Gentlemen's Club, the Tamale Spot, and Mr. Weed. Okay, I guess this is Party Central here in Cathedral City. Iguana collection. I think this is a marijuana dispensary. We have a lot of them, and as I'm walking down the street, I've been smelling it everywhere. At least I think that's what I'm smelling. Yeah, interesting. I've never seen this before. And this is called the House of Lucidity. I have no idea what that is, but it's kind of an interesting building, isn't it? And City Hall is just across the street. I guess I'm on the north side, the back side of City Hall. I think I'll walk up here and walk around City Hall a little bit. This is the corner of Perez Road and I think it's Cathedral Canyon, Cathedral City Canyon. House of Lucidity. I'll have to look that up online and see what it is. I like the design though. I haven't driven by this way in a long time, and I haven't seen this, but it looks like it's fairly new. Beautiful day to walk. I'm here in my t-shirt and shorts, and it feels very pleasant. Lots of pot dispensaries here in Cathedral City, right here in this area. It says this one's called Desert Kush. So I guess if you're looking for marijuana dispensaries, this is definitely the location. And it's right across the street from Cathedral City Hall. Look at this interesting mailbox. CCC. Must be a construction. Oh, Gibraltar Industries. And look at this park. What do you think about desert parks? There's a nice bench here. I saw a message on it as I was walking by. Let's get closer and see what it says. Bloom where you are planted. That's always a nice message. Just Joss art. Yeah, so this is a little park here. I guess maybe if you're waiting for the bus, although I don't see a bus stop here. Maybe if you just need to stop and take a little rest. I guess there is a bus stop right here. This is a cool retro car, isn't it? (1952) Chevy something. Boy, it kind of looks like it's in its original condition here. Oh, here's somebody.
Get the white one.
The white, yeah, it's pretty nice. Another plane landing at the Palm Springs International Airport. A lot of planes coming in today. When I'm standing around over by the airport waiting for planes to come in, they never come. I just stand there and wait. So when I'm not waiting for one, here they come. I guess that's pretty much everything in life, right? I don't know what this is, but I see a lot of people here doing yoga. Look at all the grass here. Okay, so this is Taste and Sounds, Cathedral City. I have no idea who that guy's honking at. I guess at himself. So this is some kind of a theater. I didn't know there was a theater here. And I didn't know they did yoga. This is Tuesday morning around 11 o'clock. So this is right behind City Hall, or maybe this is part of City Hall. I've never seen this before. I don't know what that is. Let me walk around to the other side. Okay, it's called the Cathedral City Community Amphitheater. I didn't even know this was here. It looks pretty new. It's right here at the corner of Avenue Lalo Guerrero. Remember musician Lalo Guerrero? Yeah, he had some pretty big hits back in the day. And this street here is Cathedral Canyon, I think. Right behind City Hall. I discovered something new. Had no idea this was here. Oh, I see, it's not behind City Hall. City Hall's right here, so it's just right next to City Hall before you actually get to City Hall. Desert Brew Fest, March 1st. No, is that what this is? It's like a yoga class?
Yoga classes every Tuesday morning.
Oh.
I'm the commissioner for the Parks and Community Events at Mini Centennial, and we're running through this commission that I'm on. There's a free class at 8:30. There's a power yoga that's on right now. It's a tougher class. The morning class is busier. The first one. This is over at 11.
Is this pretty new, this amphitheater here?
The amphitheater is about, I would say it's 5 years old.
5 years old? Yeah. Wow. I guess I haven't been over here in a while. I never noticed this before. Yeah, fun find. I had no idea. Thank you. Well, it's fun. Very popular apparently here. Well, the last time we were here, we parked right here, and I just didn't even notice the amphitheater next door. And we were here just a couple years ago. So he said it's been here for 5 years. It sounds like someone's over there with a jackhammer. I just saw this statue over here. Let's go take a look and see what this is. Looks like a police. Cathedral City police officer Jermaine A. Gibson Sr. Okay, so I guess it's a memorial. I'll let you pause this and read it if you'd like. So he died on March 19th, 2011. I don't know if this is him or if this is just to symbolize and represent. Yeah, I guess it's probably just to symbolize police officers, because here's another one, David Vasquez. Again, go ahead and pause the video if you want to read this. He died October 28th, 1988, killed on duty after being struck by a vehicle during an accident investigation. Gosh, how awful. That's really nice to have a memorial like this. Oh, and two benches too. They both have a bench. So this is the Civic Center. The Mary Pickford Theater is here. Really beautiful Fountain Park. Movie theater. Well, it used to be a movie theater over there. Now it looks like it's a just a regular theater. So Lalo Guerrero, musician Lalo Guerrero, has a street sign here in front of City Hall. And it looks like he has this statue as well. Eduardo Lalo Guerrero, father of Chicano music, Cathedral City, California resident, 1977 to 2005. Let's see if I can get close so you can pause this and read it if you'd like to. I would read it, but with the jackhammer going on behind me, I'm sure it'd be very annoying to listen to that while I'm reading the plaque here. So it says he continued to entertain to standing ovations only months before his guitar was silenced on March 17th, 2005 at the age of 88. What an amazing life he had. And he was born on Christmas Eve, 2016. Do you have a favorite Lalo Guerrero song? Do you remember Lalo Guerrero? I do. He was popular here in California. What a nice statue. To a famous former resident here in Cathedral City. It's really nice. Okay, let's go over and see what they're jackhammering. Probably by the time I get over here, they'll stop jackhammering. That's usually what happens. Are they redoing the fountain? It looks like it. Yeah, so I guess maybe they're not jackhammering the fountain, they're jackhammering the concrete here, replacing it with something. It'd be interesting to see what. Beautiful fountain. Yeah, I guess they're going all the way around the fountain. That does not look like a fun job. I hope he has earplugs. Now, George Montgomery was an actor, a cowboy actor, way back in the day, and also a sculptor. I don't know if he did this, if he sculpted this himself. Hollywood Heroes. I'd kind of be surprised if he didn't, since he was a sculptor, an artist as well as an actor. Do you remember George Montgomery? He was married to Dinah Shore. They lived down here for years, here in Palm Springs. Nice statue. And he's standing right here in front of the Mary Pickford Theater. So much Hollywood history down here in the desert. I'm surprised there's no plaque. I don't see a plaque saying who the artist is or anything, which is strange. Here's a map or legend of the area. Boy, I sure know how to pick my walking days, don't I? I always seem to walk on the noisiest days when construction things are going on. Charles Buddy Rogers. Star of screen, stage, radio, and television, a great gentleman and humanitarian. I visited his gravesite a while back at Forest Lawn in Cathedral City, here in Cathedral City. Do any of you remember Buddy Rogers? I mean, he really goes way back. I think back to the silent era film. I mean, he started out in the silence. Okay, so this is Charles Buddy Rogers, 1998, by George Montgomery. Okay, so George Montgomery created this statue. The George Montgomery Foundation of the Arts, heroic enlargement by artist Jean Cherry, and MC3 Incorporated Foundry. An enlargement, so maybe the original was smaller. Not sure what that means. Buddy Rogers, and it's got his own street here. So Buddy Rogers and George Montgomery both have streets and street signs here in Cathedral City, right in front of City Hall. I'm going to start heading back. I'm going to start walking back to the Honda dealer. My car will probably be ready soon. I didn't realize that the Honda dealer was so close to City Hall here in Cathedral City. It's always interesting to walk around a neighborhood where you've driven a million times and you see things that you've never seen before. When you're driving, you just miss so much. So Coachella Valley Repatory Theater. Now this used to be a movie theater. It was an IMAX for many years. Now it looks like it's a regular theater. Okay, that's interesting. Hoppy hour. I guess that's for hops, right? And this is where they have the Brew Fest. We're not really into drinking, so otherwise this would probably be a fun place to come. The very little bit of drinking that I do is just light beer that's really more like just glorified water. It really doesn't have that much of a taste, not that much alcohol. Oh, this is interesting. So it truly was a wonderful life. Gosh, I feel like I knew a Robert Parrish. I wonder if it's the same Robert Parrish. So what exactly is this? Are these memorials, or are these... No, I guess maybe these are just sponsors who have donated money. Alright, let's just see if there's anyone here we recognize, any names that we recognize. Dan Barber. I think that name sounds familiar. Oh, look at all these here. I'm guessing this must be fairly new. Alright, let's look and see. Show must go on. Congrats, CV Rep, on your new home. First costume designer. Yeah, so some of these are memorial plaques. In memory of Debbie Reynolds. Happy Twilights. This is a nice idea. Oh, I just realized there's another section right here as well. Wow, there's a lot. Bricksforus.com. This is nice. It's showtime. This is right here at the corner of Cathedral, is this Cathedral Canyon? Yeah, Cathedral Canyon and Palm Canyon Drive. I keep getting distracted on my way back to the Honda dealer. Comedy drama, Black Box. East Palm Canyon and Cathedral Canyon Drive. Does that say March 12, 1940? Friendship tree planted in Cathedral City in 1940. The tree's even older than me. Wow. Not many things are older than me these days. Nice. North Sun Aire Place. We're just a couple of blocks away from where the old Sun Aire movie theater used to be. And this street here is Sun Aire Plaza. Right here at the corner of East Palm Canyon Drive. So at least something remains of the Sun Aire Theater. I wonder if these were named after the theater or if the theater was named after the street. Look at all these RVs here. These are huge, I bet very expensive. These days it seems like almost everyone is living in their RVs. Well, at least if you watch YouTube. I think I watched one or two. I have a couple of channels that I like where the YouTuber lives in their RV, and because I watch those channels, YouTube's constantly sending me other YouTube channels to watch. So sometimes it does seem like just about everybody lives in their RV, and surprisingly a lot of retirees, a lot of people in their 70s and 80s living in not even RVs, some of them are living in their cars or living in their vans. I do find those channels really interesting though. Okay, I'm back to the auto center. This is the east end of the center here. And the Honda dealership is the first one up at the north end. Got the Chevy dealer across the street. Cadillac dealer. It's nice and convenient to have all of these car dealerships all right here next to each other. My car should be ready by now, I would think. I've been walking around for an hour and a half or so. Hopefully it's ready. So I killed two birds with one stone. I got my walk-in today and got my car serviced. Okay, hope you're all getting your steps in today too, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video.